Hey, how's it going, and welcome to the very first episode of Alfred Hitchcock Vertigo. This is an interactive thriller based loosely around the movie Vertigo, as well as being freely inspired by other Alfred Hitchcock movies. Now, full disclosure, I have already played the first part of this game. However, after I recorded it and everything when I was doing my editing, I accidentally erased the video, so we're gonna redo it. So without further ado, let's just jump into this and start it off and see where the story goes, because I know where it goes up to about like the first hour, give or take, but the rest of the game I really don't know what to expect. But yeah, so I'm just gonna replay the opening and stuff. Alright, I'll be quiet. Hey, buddy. Rough night? I gotta say, it is kind of a bummer I have to re-record this, because I did actually really find this interesting, but I don't know, maybe I'll find some extra bits here and there that I missed the first time. This opening still, I don't really have any context for, so it kind of doesn't, I don't know what it's supposed to be about. Like, I don't really understand the opening. And like I said, in my first recording, which you obviously won't hear, I have seen a few Alfred Hitchcock movies, but not enough to catch every reference, so apologies if any of it goes over my head. I might pick options that are separate from the ones I first chose, just to see what will happen. Papa, I'm coming.
Dad!
He runs like a child, or like a little girl. I don't know why they decided to make his running animation like that. I didn't even notice that the first time around.
Dad?
Daddy? Papa? I guess I'm gonna go with this one. I ran to him last time. I want to see if there's any variation in the choices, if they make any kind of change at all. Nope, doesn't seem like it. From what I can gather, this is like a delusional memory, because that obviously wasn't really his dad.
Jenny!
I do find the concept of this very interesting so far, though. I'm also not entirely sure, like, how close this is to Vertigo, but as far as I'm able to tell, and from what I've seen, of, like, articles written and stuff about it, it's, like, very not close. It's very, like, it is, there's a reason why the description for the game is loosely inspired by Vertigo and Alfred Hitchcock films. At least so far, it doesn't seem like you really have much agency in choices.
They're in the car! Jenny! I killed my family! Faye! I'm like my dad! Let me go! I'm like him!
Nobody knows what it it's like to not want to be like your dad more than me, I feel like. I already kind of relate to his character, at least a little bit, but you'll see, I don't know if it's the way that I played him the first time, or if you don't really have any choice about it, but he's like kind of a dickhead. She's dealing with some kind of relationship issues or something. I wonder if this scene is like that music that's playing in the movie she's watching. I wonder if those are actual sound bites from an Alfred Hitchcock film. I'm not sure if it is or not, but it sounds like that would be a really cool little Easter egg. And as far as I'm aware, this game is like full of Easter eggs regarding Alfred Hitchcock films, but like I was saying earlier, I don't really know too much about them, so I'm definitely gonna miss a lot of the references and stuff. But even from that perspective, first of all, hold on. That guy, I saw him the first time also. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. That shit's creepy. But I was just gonna say that even in the context of, like, I don't really know anything about Alfred Hitchcock movies, I would say that this game so far is pretty interesting from what I've seen. The voice acting's a little weird occasionally, but the concept of it's pretty cool. And there's a lot of stuff that it actually does do pretty well.
He claims it's his fault that his daughter and her mother are dead. He was driving when their car went off a cliff. And he tried to kill himself. He's been in the hospital for a week. He can't get out of bed because of vertigo, I think. Oh, and he was dehydrated. Probably because of alcohol.
Robert?
He was drunk driving? I missed that the first time.
Travel expenses, hotels, fees.
Robert?
Whatever you need.
I think I remember this Ed Miller. The writer? The one it all started with?
I still don't know what that means, though. I have, like, very little bit of extra, like, bit of understanding of what's going on here, but I don't know. I find it very interesting so far. I don't know. If anybody watches this, leave a comment down below to see, like, so I can see, like, what your opinions are in the game, because obviously I'm not going to be able to give a very genuine reaction, at least for the very first episode, because I already know what happens. But maybe I can give a little bit more context or, like, points of views that are a little bit different because of that, but I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. Slugbug. If you're near anybody, yell Slugbug and punch him. I can't do that because there's nobody near me, but
Robert Kerrigan asked,
Doctor, you have no idea how grateful I am to you for bringing
to
Ed
Sam
home.
123.
That's what they pay me for, Mrs. Miller.
It's a long drive from LA. When will you get here?
If all goes well, early tomorrow morning. I want to get started with that immediately.
I'll be
So she was
waiting for
talking
you.
to Ed's mother, grandmother, aunt, whatever she is. That makes more sense. There's so many things like that that are just little bits of details that I just kind of overlooked because I'll be honest, I'm kind of glad I'm re-recording because the first episode that I did, I wasn't really paying as much attention as I should have been.
A pleasure meeting you, Ed. I'm Dr. Lomas.
Doctor in what exactly? Doctor?
This is where it's going to be revealed that he's a asshole. Oh no, well, I meant to keep my hand out. I wasn't paying
Bachelor's
attention.
in psychology from UC Berkeley. Master's in systemic and family psychotherapy from the University of Michigan.
Why, Robert?
And
Why? God.
doctorate in clinical psychology from Stanford.
You gotta hate the slow clap.
Why?
The only people who slow clap
I'll
are
give you free
like
rein
villains.
over my memories, my
people that are high and not
trauma,
paying attention.
My room, my troubles. You got 1 hour. One.
I don't know why he's failing to be such a like. I don't know why he's such a dick. You know, like.
Sorry to insist, Dr. Leonard.
I'm gonna
but the
interact
patient's
with all the same
dizziness,
stuff.
Nausea, anxiety are triggered by what exactly?
Anything, even just taking a few steps.
If you had vertigo that bad, wouldn't
Few
you
factors
assume
can
that like
shatter
being on a
self-esteem
bed
like
at least
a
that high
lack
off the
of
ground
full
seems like a
autonomy
problem?
regarding one's excretory system. No wonder Ed is in this state.
You could have very easily just put a bed on the floor,
About
right?
that.
Or that mattress he's
Straight
laying
to my
on.
troubles, huh? With all of those degrees, I'd have expected a little more psychology.
Yeah, Ed, I know you're a dick.
Nobody's wiping my ass, if that's what you mean. I'll take nauseated over nauseous any day.
What's the actual difference between those two? I feel like they're the same,
was
but
the
I
last
don't
time he
know. Also,
wore them?
there's this weird
If I had this
attention to
kind of
detail with this
vertigo and
character
no
where
other
the left
choice
shoe
but
is
to
always,
walk,
the heel's always
I'd
pushed
prefer
in.
the cold floor too.
I wonder where that comes from. That's such an interesting, like, quirk for a character to have.
Would you like to take a little walk while we chat?
And chat about what? Your knowledge of psychological violence 101? The clock is
I don't even
ticking,
know what that
Doctor.
means.
No books, no remote, no tablet, no phone. How does he spend his time?
The patient shows no signs of injury to the inner ear. This rules out any physiological cause. This could be a case of acrophobia with neurological origins in the recent traumatic episode, as you suggested.
What about his daughter and that woman? Do we know anything?
On paper, Mr. Miller has no children. As for that woman named Faye, there's nothing. However, with regards to your request to treat him outside of the hospital,
He's my patient, doctor. He's lost. He knows that he'll never recover on his own, but that doesn't keep him from feeling threatened by me. Or is that just his way of asking for help? Should we
Alright, let's get to it.
Tick tock.
Let's do a little bit of
Doctor.
brain work.
You say it's your fault that your daughter and her mother died?
And you don't want to believe me.
I still don't
course.
understand why
There
she
aren't
wouldn't
any
believe
birth
him.
records connecting you to a daughter.
I hadn't acknowledged paternity yet. Everything happened so fast.
Why do you think Robert Kerrigan asked me to see you?
Because he's loaded, feels guilty, is simply bored.
I thought you were friends.
What difference does that make?
That's actually the first logical question he's had. I don't know why that would make a difference.
How do you feel right now?
Pretty fucking shitty. Like when some idiot comes and pours salt on your wound.
Who
If
would
you're
do
only
that?
going to give me an
Like every
hour,
time I think about
it could at
that
least be a fruitful
phrasing,
one.
I'm always interested of like where does that come from, but also like who if you think
Shitty.
about that rationally and you believe and like you took that literally, imagine if somebody just ran up to you and threw salt in your
Why?
wound. Like who would do that? That's so fucked up.
Why?
Because I lost a daughter? Because I killed 2 people? Because everyone treats me like I'm crazy? Because I pee in a bottle from a Dali painting? Because everything is surreal? Because of you.
Fair, I
Does
guess.
shitty work, or do you want me to keep going?
I'm here to help you.
Ed, I'm here to help you.
Right. I'm sure money has nothing to do with it. How much does Robert pay you?
I feel like at some point it can't be about the
Convince
money
me
if you're
that this
making a
woman
living,
Faye
right?
Exists.
I guess that's just me, though.
What do you want to know?
What do you want to tell me?
It was about a year ago.
So now we're going to be swapping over into his memory, do like a little flashback type thing, and which I find very interesting, the way that the storytelling tools are there for this, because the way that you interact with flashbacks and stuff I do find very interesting.
I just sat down to work. I'd had writer's block for years. But I remembered something I'd made up in an interview.
And here today to talk about how to revive your
So we're going to be
creativity
overcoming
is
writer's block
Ed
today.
Miller, author of Face to the Ground, our book recommendation of the month. Ed, can I call you Ed? Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you. Though I wasn't too sure you took bribes. Pretty good caviar, right?
Just to be clear, you're joking here. Remember, you're on public radio.
Even better, no one's listening.
All right. So,
It also took me a while to realize
have
that
you
I
ever
believe he's
experienced
actually imagining this
blank page
conversation,
syndrome?
or he's like rehearsing it in his head or
And,
reliving it. I'm
how
not
do you
exactly
deal with
sure.
it?
I do a kind of... I don't know.
But you see, the way he's reacting,
If the mind
you
doesn't
could
want
tell
to
that he's
start,
saying these
then we
words in
have
his
to
mind,
ask the body.
which is
So I
fascinating.
let my eyes search for a start.
That's some good little detail there. Also, this part, so the way that we're going to be choosing is basically like the haiku system for Ghost of Tsushima in a way. And I'm going to pick something different. So this time we're going to go with, I don't know, birds or electric tower. I went with the tree the first time. Let's go electrical tower. Why not?
When my eyes find the word,
I want to
and as my
see if
fingers
this
turn.
changes anything.
I let them write whatever they want after that word. The trick is not to think. Let them be free.
Ooh, that score though, that's a beautiful piano. I don't really know what I chose here, so we're kind of just gonna go random and just see what he ends up writing, so let's go surprise. When the cell phone tower fell to the ground, we didn't know what to think. We poked it with sticks as one would poke a dead snake. We wanted to know everything about it. It, who until today had known everything about us. Okay, yeah, so that part you actually have agency over. That paragraph was nothing like the one that I wrote the first time around. It's also a weird concept. If an electrical tower, probably because I chose random, but if an electrical tower fell down, why would you go over and poke it with sticks like a dead animal? I don't really understand that. Shut up. No, don't shut up. That's rude. Let's just go take care of him. I don't understand why he gets so upset. It's just a cat. But to be fair, you wouldn't be much of a creator if you weren't procrastinating or finding reasons to procrastinate, even though there's literally not one. Because if he really wanted to, he could have just sat back down and kept writing. Let's go feed this little kitten.
Meow.
That line still makes me laugh a little bit. I don't know why he says it like that. He's got some fucking pointy ass calves. You see that? Look at his legs.
Please, open the door.
I'm gonna fill up the bowl. She can wait. Feed Petronius, done.
Hi.
Hi?
It hurts.
Let's make a joke out of this. We'll have to
There should be
amputate.
a saw around here somewhere. Help yourself.
Seriously?
No, just kidding.
Exactly. Can you help me? My battery's dead and there are no other houses nearby.
So, from all the choices I've
I'm no
picked
doctor,
so
but
far,
that looks really bad.
he really doesn't know how to do with this kind of interaction. Let's go to the hospital.
I'm kind of in the middle of something, but I'll take you to the hospital.
Oh, his house, his house. I
No,
can't
don't.
think. His mouth stopped moving.
I'm
That's always
between
weird when
jobs.
that happens
No
in
insurance,
games.
No money. I need to lie down, please.
Oh, I'll pay for the hospital. That wasn't an option last time. I'll pay. Why not?
Don't worry. The hospital bill's on me.
What? No, I couldn't. What if it's nothing? I need to rest.
She's being very,
If you bleed to death, you mop it up.
like, what's the word? Forceful.
Can I lean on you?
Maybe you should ask before you actually lean on the person.
What is up with this? Something is
oh.
important about this cat. What's
Hold
going
on.
on here?
Slower.
Also, that looks like a bite, right? Like a snake bite or
Not so
something?
fast.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this would be faster if I carried you.
I can walk. Just don't go so fast.
I don't think this cat trusts her.
Ow! Fine. Carry me.
Okay. I'm gonna grab you here, okay? And here. And lift you up. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Is that okay with
I gotta
you?
admit,
That's
he's
okay
being
with
a
me.
lot nicer this time
Alright,
around.
Here we go.
All right.
Maybe it's a good thing I replayed this part, because the first time, I gotta be honest with you,
Hey.
he was not a
am I
good
that
person. He was very shitty to her.
Taking your backpack off. Okay. I'm going to let you go.
Hold on. Let me take my backpack off.
Now?
You want my back to hurt too?
Mine already does.
All right.
May I?
You may.
Do I?
Please do.
All right.
Oh. Phew. Finally. Thank you.
Are you good?
Are you good? Comfortable?
As comfortable
I
as
don't know
can
why
be,
he says
I
it like
guess.
that.
Thanks.
It's like everything he says has such a shitty
What
spin
did you say
to
your
it.
name was?
Ed.
My name is Ed.
Thanks, Ed. I'm Faye. If you could.
There's the
bring me some
reveal. This
ice.
is how he met Faye, apparently.
Hand me your phone and I'll charge it for you.
The issue with this kind of storytelling, though, is that,
It's
like,
no problem.
there's no way
At
to
all.
know if any of this is just delusions or not, or if this actually happened. Which I find very interesting.
Left my car outside the Force Park entrance. I'll go over there and let you be once the swelling goes down. All right?
Bring her ice. Gotta get her some ice. Luckily, I know where everything is now, so it's not gonna be as much of a pain in the ass to get this stuff all done. It's one good thing of having to re-record the first episode, I guess, right?
If you can bring me some ice.
I hate this guy.
Yeah, I can.
To be entirely fair, though, even after playing the entire first part of this game,
Wait.
the only character I actually like so far
Gently.
is Petronius, because that cat is, like, something different. Like, there's something weird with that cat, but it's more trustworthy than anybody else here so far.
Perfect.
Sleep.
Maybe you should get some sleep?
Good idea.
This is so weird. If I went to a stranger's house, even if I was injured, the last thing I'm gonna do is sleep. I don't trust people this much. I don't know who decided that would be a good idea. But let's get her this blanket. I don't know if there's a different way, if there's like separate options to like meet the same ending, like she's cold, get her something to warm her up, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know if that, like, is there a heater somewhere I could hit instead? Oh no, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Okay, well, should I look for another option? Fuck. I guess that's just okay. Whatever. I don't know what to do now. I didn't mean to do that. There is nothing else that you can do, huh? Well... that sucks. Maybe from now on I should pay a little bit more attention to the options I'm choosing so I don't do that kind of shit again. Man, what a bummer. I didn't mean to do that.
Ed? You there?
I'm upstairs.
I'm up here. Upstairs.
Oh, great. I thought you left. Hey, the ice worked. My ankle looks brand spanking new.
Yeah, you heal quickly.
Always have. Though, whew, I'm freezing.
I should have covered you up.
Oh, sorry. I was going to cover you, but I didn't.
No, poor guy. I'll warm up soon.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Have you eaten?
Was I supposed to blame the cat? Help yourself.
There are leftovers in the fridge. Help yourself.
Leftovers, my fave.
He sounds like
You
such
cook
a
them
dick all the
yourself?
time.
If cooking means ordering online...
That's how we'll all cook in the near future.
Well, I'm afraid I cooked in the future then.
I love food that's ahead of its time. I'm gonna go bring those leftovers into the past, okay?
Yeah, sure, lady. I'm already fucking up everything. Why does he have 2 copies of Little Women on his desk? Why do you need 2 copies of that book? Oh, sadness. Your whole life you've been locked up at the top of this doorless, stairless tower. You try to keep your spirits afloat, stay positive, but you'll fall apart when you see that dozens of windows of other towers from which not long ago other princesses waved hello are now empty. This is the last time you take a look outside. Interesting. I also made this comment last time I recorded this video, but if you notice when he's typing,
Someone looks pleased.
there's such a good attention to detail
Am
that
I
he
interrupting a special
starts
moment?
typing and he makes mistakes and deletes them and keeps typing, which I think is just a really interesting
Porn,
thing that doesn't
leftovers?
happen very often.
Porn.
It's something I'm writing.
Oh, you write? What do you write, Ed?
Not sure yet.
Honestly, I'm not sure yet. I'm not too sure where this is headed.
Well, here you go, in case you get thirsty along the way. Consider it my way of saying thank you.
Is it just the lighting, or are those two separate wines? I think they're the same, and the lighting just made it look weird.
A toast?
May I ask where you carried this from?
Your kitchen. I was looking for something in the cabinets, and
Sure.
Ha! I left it there so you'd find it.
no way! I fell for it?
Sorry to say, but yeah.
Do you
At least
do
they
that
are a
with
little
all
bit
the
more
hikers?
jokey in this playthrough.
So far, 7, 8 this week.
No shame. And then?
Then we toast.
What is it about people when they toast that they toast more than one? They always like, if you get together with
Anything else you
anybody who
wanna
has a
know?
glass and you
Ask.
toast once, you're
You
going to
have until I
toast like
finish my
6 more
glass.
times.
The riskier the question, the bigger the sip.
Let's see. Let's go with this one.
What are you doing in Cerro Lake?
Guess. I'm looking for someone.
Who?
I'm not sure yet, to be
I
honest.
was right the first time I played this. There's
Short
something
sip.
about her that's like, I feel like she knows who he is and she knew where to find him. I don't trust her.
I hope this doesn't count too much against me, but, how old are you?
23. Half your age.
Boom,
Do
roasted.
I look that old?
I'm not answering that one. Medium sip.
I was like, half the wine glass you just drank. What are you talking about, little medium
All
sip?
right, you've got one more. Make it count.
This one?
You sleeping at a motel?
Cool, thanks for answering that question.
Do you want me to find myself one?
That's not what I said.
Words. Now I get why you're so well spoken.
Am I? I meowed at a cat earlier.
Wolf, Bierce, Plath, Poe, a host of tragic deaths. Should I be scared?
I don't know which one of us is the bad guy here, so maybe.
The son of the Black Corsair.
Also, that says Red Corsair.
Emilio
That bothers
Salgari,
me the
right?
first time also. What the fuck?
Mhm.
How do
How did
people
he
get
die?
subtitles wrong?
Suicide.
I should be scared.
I hate it when subtitles are wrong. It
Hey,
pisses
look.
me off, and I don't
One who's
know why.
alive. I'm saved. Do you like Ed Miller?
Do you not?
You say it as if you didn't.
It's not that. You know what? Me and that guy have history.
Huh. So, what kind of history?
The bad kind.
Oh.
I miss those nature sounds. Where I used to live, it was like that all the time at night, and I just, I love that sound. Did he hurt you?
Did he hurt you at all?
The worst part is he didn't even know it. I was about 13? I was obsessed with this book. Well, the cheapo edition. I heard he was doing a book signing at Rossmore Books. I pretended I was sick to skip school, but my parents didn't buy it. I tried to leave during recess and got caught. After school, I ran so fast that one of my heels broke and I twisted my ankle.
God damn. Broke her heel?
But I
What's
made
wrong
it.
with her and her feet
I
always
got
getting
mine
fucked up?
And waited and waited. And when there were only 3 people left in front of me, this old guy showed up. His editor, I think. White hair, white suit. You still here? What about the radio interview? And he took him away. The end.
He can't be held responsible
Never
for
even
this,
touched
though.
base. Getting grounded felt worse than the ankle, but not nearly as bad as the letdown. Anywho, 13 years old.
I guess this one?
The cheapo edition you had didn't have a picture of Miller, did it?
I'd remember.
This edition does. Don't you want to see his face?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Of course. The first thing you told me was your name was Ed. I have to see this with my own... Oh!
Petronius, what did I tell you, huh?
Sorry, your ankle.
It's fine, it's fine. I think he doesn't like me, is all.
He doesn't like any girl. He's quite possessive.
Oh, so do you get a lot of lady callers?
No. Let's go with this one.
Every day I get a hiker with a different excuse. Messed up ankle, sprained wrist. Take yesterday's. Hepatitis.
Hepatitis! Why didn't I think of that? So sexy.
See, there's something weird about her. I don't know if she's even real, but still.
I'm 23 now. I'll never learn. Do you remember the song that Buster sings at the end of the book?
I can't tell if
I
I'm supposed to be,
wrote it.
like, weirded out by this,
you
or
write the
if I
music?
think, like, if I'm supposed to think, like,
It's a
oh, this is
novel.
a really nice, like, meet cute, and
You
it's, like,
can't
super
hear it.
adorable, or whatever. Like, it feels weird.
I could.
What? What? No. No. Sing it.
No way.
Sing it!
No, no.
Please. Sing it. Sing it. Sing it. Sing it.
Let's see. I guess this one?
I've always wanted to hear the song, but I'm so damn musically challenged.
The itch in me hates all that I am. The bitch in you hates all that you are. But when we are together, we hate each other twice as much. That's the reason why we will never part.
This feels like like middle school awkward.
Just how itchy we are. I never meant to cause you any harm.
Also, the song is actually pretty cool, but it's such an edgelord song.
You need no help with that. But it's so fucking funny to see how you destroy your life, or in your case, to see how I wreck mine. What a wasted beef we didn't team up. Which goes to show just how bitchy we are.
Also, I wonder what context that has in the story that he wrote. I keep getting the same feeling from this, which I genuinely don't know if I'm supposed to be like, oh, this is adorable and like so cute, I'm glad this is how their first meeting is or whatever, or if it's supposed to be like creepy, right? Because there is something about both of them that's like, oh, this feels wrong. And I can't pinpoint it, I don't know what it is, but something's off here, for sure.
And then, I don't think I need to go into detail about what happened.
Why not?
And why not?
Okay, no. I'd rather not feed your morbid curiosity.
But there's something I do want to know. Do you remember the date?
I don't even know today's date.
Relatable.
Our brain gathers much more information than we think. Look here.
No. You want to hypnotize me?
Please.
I thought Robert would hire a real professional.
You can keep your
I'm gonna
eyes on
challenge
me,
him a bit.
but a little spiral is too much for you? So let's go back to that day. You wrote a novel a while back, but you've been suffering writer's block for years. You look through your office window. Leaves dance in the wind. Birds sing up in the sky.
Every time I mash the buttons when it tells me to, I don't know if I'm inducing it or
a warm feeling,
forcing him to like
comforting scent.
Not be hypnotized. I don't know what I'm doing.
You look at a transmission tower and suddenly, an idea. Your cat interrupts you, begging for food. And when you go feed it,
get hypnotized, bitch. Oh, watching his eyes his pupils like dilate and stuff is so weird. Every time I see that in a game, I'm like blown away by the attention to detail, but also amazed that that's a real thing. Ooh-ness, ah-ness, ooh-ness, ah-ness. That's all I'm ever gonna think from now on when I see black and white spirals. It'll never not be that. So now we're gonna go into a part where we're basically gonna be doing like Batman Detective Vision, piecing together this puzzle of what happened, but we're recalling memories through hypnosis, which I think is fascinating.
I'm coming, Samuel.
I don't think I've ever done anything quite like this in a game before, but I find it really cool actually. But you'll see what I mean in a second.
Hi.
Also, let's just appreciate the fact that this is basically like a shonen anime episode for like Naruto or something, where like it's like an episode in and they're already flashed back into what happened last episode.
Hand me your phone and I'll charge it for you. It's no problem at all.
Doesn't everybody love a flashback episode?
I left my car outside the Forest Park entrance. I'll go over there and let you be once the swelling goes down. All right?
All right, here we go. Detective vision activate. Time to do a little bit of detective work. If this load screen would hurry up at all. God, I hate this color. It's such a bright, searing white in my fucking eyes. Do some analyzing. The first time and this time, when he appears here and he's shirtless because he's in the bed, every single time I think like, why is he naked?
You mentioned a certain Samuel.
He lives a 5-minute drive away, across the forest with his wife.
Is it even a forest if it's a 5-minute drive? That feels more just like a woodland, like thicket type of area, not really like, you know, an actual forest.
Why haven't I seen him around the house?
He'll go missing.
When?
I don't know yet.
You call your cat Pet.
It's short for Petronius.
Where's the name
does he
Petronius
like ginger
come
ale,
from?
Like the one in the door into summer?
I also don't understand that reference.
I read too.
What book is that from?
Have you had other pets?
I didn't even want Pet, but I couldn't say no.
Where did you get him?
I had a friend growing up who had a cat who kind of looked like this.
Shortly after moving here.
I just realized
so you
that.
Don't get lonely.
Which is exactly what you were looking for. Do you like to drink?
Wine, never on my own.
Why?
People like me better that way.
God. Luckily, I can kind of speedrun this because at least I have a vague idea of what I'm doing. Wong Rent-A-Car. Gotta get around the table thing, whatever the fuck this is. Yeah, her ankle is kind of fucked up.
I haven't asked her yet.
Just to be entirely fair. Alright, one memory done. Now we just have to recall one other memory. Was that labeled seduction? Because if it was, then I feel like I'm more correct about my assumption of like, she was there with an agenda and it's weird that any of that happened.
Consider it my way of saying thank you. A toast? I just finished my degree.
In?
Psychology.
We didn't have that conversation, did we? Or am I just... is my memory that bad? I just have short-term memory loss and genuinely can't remember. There's so much bizarre stuff in this. He was right when he said everything is very surreal. But hey, I'm into surrealism, so I'm here for it. I don't care how weird it is. Also, I just realized, but it's weird that she's dressed like this, right? Because she was wearing her own outfit, and then she just, at some point, found one of my shirts, got pretty much naked, and then put it on over... where are her clothes? What happened? I have so many questions.
You didn't tell me she was a psychologist. Why? And why are you so put off by that?
If it weren't for my aunt, I'd be dead right now.
Huh?
Explain.
What happened? What happened? Also, he just doesn't explain it, which is kind of annoying.
Right?
I want to know what the fuck he's talking about. I need context.
The first American flapper, as F. Scott put it.
Zelda Fitzgerald?
And her husband...
I'm sure you know they both ended up in psychiatric treatment.
He was an alcoholic.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yet died of tuberculosis. She had schizophrenia and died in a fire at the insane asylum.
Got it. Thank you. Is your cell on, Ed?
Yes.
What's the date on the screen?
October 8th.
And then, is there another thing in here? This?
You'd had writer's block for years. How did it feel to write again?
Hopeful, scary.
Will you keep the idea going?
I guess so.
We'll see.
I don't know. So, an unexpected visit and seduction. Okay, so that is what it said. So I am right to assume that both of those things were weird, right? There's something going on here. Hopefully we'll get answers at some point. Probably not in this episode, because this episode is all the setup and everything, but still, I want to know what the fuck is going on.
As I was saying, you have no idea how sorry I am that this didn't work out.
He seems so pleased with himself, and he doesn't even know that he's wrong. What the fuck is this bed also? I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Cured.
I'm not going to cure you. You are.
Why does he do that?
We'll continue this later.
He keeps doing those little bits, like those little things like that that are just so strange to me. Because he doesn't seem to act that way at all, and then all of a sudden he's like a different person, does weird shit like that, and I don't know why.
The smile of the nurse that tore you from your mother's arms. Your first lover. Sleepless in an unknown house. In an unknown bed. Staring at an unknown body. Spiders lining up to dive into your empty mouth. All of your TV sets aching to be turned on again. A roach scratching its belly with the bristles of your toothbrush.
Oh, gross.
Who doesn't like a good tickle? And
Is she
then,
crazy?
you hear? Doctor, how long have you been here?
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's so
Who's
weird.
the poem by?
Oh gosh.
How do you know that's a poem?
I
I
like
don't
to come
understand
up with
that.
verses while I work.
First of all,
so then
weird as
this
shit
is where
poem,
Ed
but
gets it
also
from.
Or from
that
my
didn't sound like
brother,
a
his
poem to
father.
me.
It runs in the family.
Where is his father?
This
Where
is his
did I put the
aunt,
socks?
right? I believe so.
Oh, it's right over there. I'll get it.
Oh, don't be silly.
She's so creepy.
Eddie
But
loves
also,
three-bean chili.
with her face shape
He used to ask me to
and the
make it all
blue
the time
eyes,
when he
I
was
feel
little.
like maybe his delusion is that she is Petronius, but I don't know. There's
Did you
something
spend a
weird
lot of
about her.
time together?
Care to eat lunch with me? I usually eat with Ed upstairs, but it's no big deal if he eats alone for once. Besides, I made enough chili to feed an army.
You should eat.
I appreciate it.
You should eat with him.
But I think it would be better for Ed if you ate together. I think I might need a little fresh air to take a break and maybe organize some of my notes.
You should check out the dock. Plenty of sun at this time of day. I'll make you a sandwich. What do you think about Ed? He's a little stubborn, isn't he? Will he walk soon?
Who fucking knows? It's still soon.
It's still too soon to venture a hypothesis.
Well, I guess he should just focus on doing his exercises, right?
What exercises?
Ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise?
Perfect, sure.
Yes, that's perfect.
Why does everybody in this family, like, start saying something
Well,
and then never elaborates
I was
on it?
able to help him last
Stop with all the
time.
cliffhangers.
I'm
Just tell me what the
sure
fuck is going
A
on.
doctor like you will manage.
Help him with what exactly?
Vertigo.
Vertigo?
Oh, let me tell you, Eddie was
We
never
already know he
afraid of
has
heights as a
vertigo. We were
child.
told that
No
originally,
pirate
right?
captain ever is. You see that tree? The one with the deck chair? There used to be a little tree house in it. Ed would spend hours on end up there.
Is everybody in this game being purposefully
My brother built it
obtruse?
for him.
Obtuse?
Then Eddie
I can't
turned
talk.
it into his very own pirate ship.
I don't
It
know
was
if
all
people
he
are
could
like
talk about.
purposefully
Pirate
being
this,
weird.
pirate that.
If it's written that way on purpose, or if
He was obsessed
it's just
with
bad
pirates
writing. Like I have
ever
no
since I
idea.
got
It's
him
so.
a book by
I
Salgari.
probably won't know until the end of it, but
And
still.
with his love of pirates came a love of reading.
I need to know
too.
what's going on here. I have so many
And
questions.
see, that's where the writing began. Mystery solved.
I don't mean to pry, but
When did he have vertigo?
when did he have
Off you go then, Doctor.
She's terrible. Let's just appreciate the fact that
You
she
might not have time
made
to eat
and
your
wrapped
sandwich.
a sandwich in that short amount of time. But also, why is she so creepy? Why is everybody so weird? Is it just me? Is it supposed to be that way? I have no idea. But this looks like a good place to stop, and in the next video we'll actually be able to pick up from where we left off, and I won't know what happens after that, so I'm going to leave this video off here. Thanks for stopping by, I really appreciate it, and I hope I see you in the next one. Later.